Hi, and welcome to Weekly Hypnosis with Jody. These hypnosis sessions are interactive and they cover various weight loss and health, happiness topics. So as you're tuning in, just come in and let me know where you're tuning in from, what country or what state, or whether you're all tuning in from the couch or from the bed. Come in and say hi and let me know that you're there, and I'll just get my little chat box up so I can see as well. If you are new here, hi, my name is Jody and I am a hypnotherapist, fully qualified hypnotherapist and weight loss specialist, and this is Starcat. He loves to get on to all these sessions, and this is Awaken, and we make resources to make weight loss fun and easy so you can be happy, healthy, and energized. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, if you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, then I think it's like or subscribe. I'm not sure what that is. Consider joining us. Also, there is, and I'll put the link in the comments, is our private Facebook group. If you like these types of sessions, then join us in the private group. And I put the link in there so you can join. Now, hey, Leanne from Geelong, welcome. And I'm so glad you're here. Now, what we like to do in these sessions, if you're new here, we like to get the topic from you. So think about, what is it that you would like to change today? So let me know in the comments what you would like to change today, and I would like to include that in our hypnosis. If there is a consensus or a topic that everyone kind of agrees on, then we will do that. If not, then I will create something for you, going by, the general stuff that we tend to do, or, maybe it's just a de-stress that we need. Maybe it's, some visualization, or maybe it's a deep relaxation. So whatever it is that you feel like you need or you would like to change, just let me know in the comments and we'll do that as we're getting people on. Now, while we're waiting for everyone to come in and get themselves organized, we get started pretty quick here. So if you've got something on your mind, do put it in the comments now. While you're doing that, I want to let you know that we are starting very soon with a whole host of challenges coming up. And so the first one is a 5-day mindset reset. So we're starting that really shortly, within the next week or so. There's just been a little bit of a hold up, but we're getting there. So in the link in the comments, you'll see that there is our private support group. Now, we're opening up this support group to everybody to come in and join us and join this 5-day mindset reset challenge. So it goes over 5 days, it's for free, and we're going to do the work together, and it's celebrating the update of our membership site and our Never Diet Again program. So some of the challenges that we'll be doing in that group is, I've got a list here, we'll be doing like a sleep challenge, maybe juicing, some self-love, quitting sugar, that will be a good one, maybe some self-talk, body positive, some mantras, maybe yoga, and I'm still talking to some other specialists as well, where they're going to jump in and help us in some of those challenges, and those challenges will mostly be for free. So do join us, whether you do that now or in a little while, but yes, do join that. Now, what I would really like to know is what you would like to change. And Starcat's looking so cute there on cue, aren't you, you little darling? He's looking a little bit mangy because he's been unwell, so send him some love in the comments as well, because he loves you guys. He always likes to jump in on these calls. So let me know what it is that you would like to change tonight, and we will do that. If there's more than different suggestions, I'll find our way of incorporating that in the hypnosis, but I'm keen to get started on that soon. So if there's no comments, what about a I think that, there's a few countries that are going back into lockdown. There's a bit of that going on. And then there's a few people that are going back to work and coming out of that bubble. De-stress. Thank you for the love for Starcat. Leanne says de-stress. I think that's a really good one. I think there's a little bit of that. I don't know about you. Are you feeling that kind of tension in the air, that uncertainty? There's a little bit of that uncertainty going on again. There's been a lot of that this year. So, and I think everyone really enjoyed that deep relaxation part of last week's session. So if you get a chance, jump on to last week's session. And what I would say to you too is, for these sessions, come back to them each night until we do a new one next week. So if there's something that particularly resonates with you, do come back to the session and listen to it. Skip all this part. Just listen to the session once a day, every day, for at least 7 days. Now, I say at least 7 days on everything, really, because we want to give our minds a chance to change. We want to give our minds a chance to take on the messages and do the work that it needs to do to make the change. So any less than that, we're really kind of not giving it the chance. Yes, some people can change like that. In one session like that, people can change. And you might not need it, but I just feel like that is the best way to support the change that you want, especially if it's one of those changes that, you've had for a very long time, something that you've been trying to let go of for a very long time. So if there's no other suggestions and there's nothing else that people are thinking of, now I think one of my groups, this is being streamed on YouTube and in our private Facebook group and on our Facebook one of my page. This is being streamed. Sorry about that. So I think I'm missing the messages don't come up in the private group. There's been a bit of a problem with that. So what we've got a suggestion for de-stress. I would love to get into that. I'd love to just start doing that now. If you get yourself comfortable, make sure you're not wearing any tight clothing, nothing that's going to kind of pull on you and make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just going to grab some music, put some nice music on in the background that'll make you de-stress even more. Some binaural beats. Don't know whether you've heard them before, but it uses like sound wave type of therapy. We'll pop that on as well, which is going to help you. Which one do we want? Cosmic dreaming. I'm thinking cosmic dreaming today. So we'll just pop that on. And if you can let me know in the comments that those levels are okay. If you can't hear me, or I'm too quiet and the music's too loud, or the music's too loud and I'm too quiet, now my voice will quieten to about this level during the hypnosis. So you'll let me know if that's too loud, but go ahead, get yourself comfy. We're going to get ready to get started. I'm going to put the mop out the way. It's too hot to have the hair out today. I don't know if anyone else has got massive long COVID hair like me. I still need to get it chopped. All right, so go ahead, get yourself comfortable. Find that comfortable spot. Already sounds good. Fantastic. Now go ahead and close those eyes and take a nice deep breath in. And as you release that breath, release out any tension, any stress. As we just breathe out the day. And the next deep breath in. Hold it for a couple of seconds. And release the breath slowly. And just allow your breath to go back to normal. And we love to start at the breath, focusing our attention on the breath. That's right. Just noticing all the feelings and the sensations of that breath within the body. Noticing how the breath feels as it moves through the lungs, into the back of the throat, up into the nose, and maybe you'll feel a warmth as that breath leaves the mouth or the nose. And I wonder if you can notice the slight movements in the body just from the breath. And take yourself to one of the slightest movements, maybe somewhere in that back. It might be a muscle in the side, a movement in the shoulders. Maybe it's a slight movement of the face. But take yourself there now and really notice that movement. And maybe also you'll notice the stillness in between my words. Or that feeling of stillness in the air. Or the stillness in between the movements of the body. And already you may start to notice that body slowing down. And as that body slows down, we can let go of any tension. Just let it melt away. Like butter in a pan. That's right. And any stress, we'll just let that evaporate. Let it seep out all of those pores. And any tension, any stiffness, any soreness, you can go ahead and give those places the command to relax and to let go. As you surrender to this moment. And in your mind, you can give yourself the command to surrender to the stillness, to the gentle movement, to that overall feeling of peace that comes to you as you mindfully sink into that breath and the gentle movement. And tonight we're going to be curious about how deeply relaxed we can go. And you can be curious at the end of all of this, just how deeply relaxed you'll feel. And whether there'll be any stress, worry, concerns left behind. Not even a grain of sand of stress left behind. As we relax even further and further, you may notice the connections to where it is that you're sitting or lying. The feel of the connection to your seat or your back. And you may notice a warmth in that connection. And with the next breath out, you can sink down further and further into that place you are. Just like you're on a big puffy cloud and you're sinking down into this big puffy cloud. Like the most softest, large pillow that fits the whole body and sinks you down into that softness. Like the most comfortable position in bed, where you feel yourself drifting down further and further, deeper and deeper. That's right. And as you're floating on that big puffy cloud, that's like the most comfortable bed that you've ever been in, I want you to imagine that the stress in your life, in your body and your mind, is inside you like thousands of tiny little specks of sand. And in a moment, we're going to imagine wringing out the body, just like those old washing machines where you roll the rollers and it rinses it out, wrings out all the tension in the body. And we're going to imagine that in our big toe, there's a place for all that tension to escape, and like little tiny pieces of sand, as we wring out the tension in the body from the top all the way down to that toe, the tension will release out of that toe, grain by grain, piece by piece, bit by bit, out of every system, cell and organ. Now I want you to imagine or get a sense or a feeling of one of those ringers with the rolls on either side. And in a moment, you're going to float through these rollers, and these rollers are going to rinse out any stress that you have in your body and push that stress all the way down the body and out through that toe. And as you go through the rollers and come out the other side, you'll feel so deeply relaxed. So go ahead, imagine those rollers now, and imagine I'm rolling the rollers ever so gently. And you can feel that tension at the top of the head as those rollers gently massage all the muscles and the tendons down to every system, cell and organ, gently rinsing out any stress in the top of the head, all the way through the hair, all the hair follicles, rinsing away any stress in the top of the head, ever so gently, ever so slowly. As we roll the rollers now, those rollers are like thousands of tiny little massaging hands, massaging the forehead now, rolling and rinsing out any stress, any worries, any concerns. Get squeezed down out of the head, over the face now, rolling any stress out of the face, removing any lines, any wrinkles, any stress signs in that face, relaxing that face down to every tiny little tendon all around those eyes, across those cheeks, in around that mouth, the jaw, the tongue, the lips. So you can confidently just allow that jaw to go loose and limp and slack. Part those lips if you need to. As those rollers slowly move further down the chin, around the neck, massaging all up the side of the neck, up around the ears, gently on those earlobes, so gently, like a gentle stroking of those earlobes, just enough pressure for you to sink down further and further, releasing more and more stress as it rings out all the way, pushing it down the body. And you can imagine like grains of sand, the stress pouring out of that little toe as those rollers move down, pushing that stress down and out. As the rollers move down the neck now and across those shoulders, and you know all those places where you feel the knots and the tension, where you hold that stress in your shoulders, where that weight of the world is sitting, and allow those rollers to roll over you now, massaging that all away. And as your face exits out the other side, it's just completely limp, relaxed, where that head can just droop and flop where it needs to, as it's completely relaxed now. As those rollers roll across those shoulders, you can feel that tension just releasing away. As that stress travels further down, pushing down and out that toe, as you can see it pouring out, just like the sand in those hourglass, trickling out the end of that toe. And those rollers roll down now, down those arms, wringing out any tension, any stiffness, any soreness, all the way down those arms, right down to those fingertips, massaging all the way through the hands, in between all those tiny little bones. That's right. Those hands work hard for you all day. And like you're getting one of those beautiful hand massages as those rollers roll down those arms, down those hands, and then back up again. So it brings all that stress and tension with it, rolls it back up, right up to the top of the shoulders, back into the body, and the rollers keep pushing it down, up over the chest now. And as you imagine, more stress is pouring out that toe. We send those rollers down the torso, in around the back, those muscles and tendons that around the spine, the ones that seem to get tight. As those rollers relax all the muscles and tendons, rolling out the stress, pushing the stress down the body, down the legs, and out those toes. And the de-stress rollers now are going down through the body, across the hips and into the lower back, releasing all those muscles that seem to sit tight. Or when you're sitting for long periods, or when you're on your feet, releasing any tension, any stiffness. Those rollers are just rolling it out, releasing it all as it goes all the way down, rolling down those legs now, releasing the tension, the muscles, right down to every quantum particle, sending that stress out through the hole in the toes, down the legs now, right down the legs, over those thighs, rinsing out any remaining tension, any stiffness, any soreness, any tight, any aches, any excess fluid. Just sending that out now as you go out over the shins, as that remaining grains of stress pours out those toes, up over the shins now, and the calves, right in around the Achilles, around the ankles, in all the little tiny muscles and tendons around the little bones in the feet, the arches of the feet and the heels, and just stopping there and massaging those heels with those rollers. Just enough pressure that sends you down deeper and deeper, feeling that beautiful foot massage that these rollers are giving you. Up over and in around those little toes, sending that last amount of stress out through those toes. That's right. Sending it further and further as you imagine the hour, the sand in the hourglass is just slowly down to its last few grains as the rollers hit the toes, relaxing them, massaging them till you get right to the end, to the tip of the toe, releasing that last grain of stress, just like the sand in an hourglass. Completely relaxed, so deeply relaxed now. And now that you're so comfortably relaxed there, I wonder how much more relaxed you can feel. And I wonder how deeply relaxed you can go. And in a moment, we're going to imagine drifting down from that cloud now. Drifting on that cloud, drifting down further and further. And when that cloud drifts down to the earth, down to our level, you can imagine yourself being 20 times more relaxed than you are now. And you can be curious about what that would feel like. And just when you thought you couldn't be any more relaxed, we're going to travel down even further. And so your mind and your body can make the most of this beautiful moment that you've chosen to take for yourself. So if you would, imagine with me being on that big fluffy cloud. All comfortable and relaxed now. All the stress is gone. All the worries of the world you've left behind. And if any remain or want to come back, you can just send them out that door. And just come back to my voice or the sound and the music. And allow yourself to deeply relax now as we send this big fluffy cloud. As you imagine yourself comfortable on this cloud and this cloud drifting down, down, down. And with each drift, each moment drift, like a feather in the wind, you'll feel 3 times more relaxed than the drift before, as that cloud ebbs and flows in a gentle breeze, drifting you down further and further, deeper and deeper. And I wonder if you can go to that deep place now. As we're halfway there, I wonder if you can go to that deep, deep place. You know the way and you know where it is because you've been there before. And as we drift, as we ebb and flow, drifting down further and further, deeper and deeper as we go, leaving behind the world and everything that's going on in it, leaving behind the uncertainty, the chaos, the worry, the concerns, leaving that behind as you imagine it over there, getting smaller and smaller as you leave it behind, as it drifts away, totally gone from your awareness now, as you drift down 5 times deeper. That's right. As we're 3/4 of the way now, down, drifting down, I wonder if you can drift down even further. And as you're drifting down even further, getting more and more deeply relaxed, I wonder if you can imagine yourself in a new world, in a world where you just love eating healthy food. And as you drift down further and further on this beautiful, relaxing cloud, drift down into that thought, drift down into the vision of you, feeling that happiness and joy, eating healthy food. Drift down into her now, or him. Drift down into that person. That's right. Imagine all those feelings that they feel. Junk food is just not something that you're interested in. You know how to let go of the world, the worries, the cares. You've already shown yourself that now. And now you've shown how you can drift down into that person, into her, into him that loves eating healthy food. And as you love this feeling of this weight loss hypnosis session, as you drift down into this healthy eating you, feeling how good that feels and really connecting with that person now, connecting with how you feel, what you're eating, what you're saying, what you're hearing. Really sense this moment. How does it feel to be in that body that eats so healthily? Feel the energy of that body. You don't even have to find motivation to move or exercise, because you just can't sit still. You have this abundance of energy from all that healthy eating, and because you take so much good care of yourself by eating these beautiful, rich superfoods, nourishing your mind, body, and soul, and excited about learning about new foods and new things that you can do every day to love and care for yourself. The motivation just comes. It naturally pours out of you. Take a moment to really connect to her now. Connect. Because that is you. That person is inside of you because you've done it before. You know you have. That person is there. And I want you to imagine now as that cloud drifts down to the earth, where you're 20 times more deeply relaxed than you were before, drifting down deeper into this moment, drifting down into the very core of that person that eats healthy, that doesn't like any junk food, that loves eating fresh, vibrant vegetables of all colors and flavors, that loves nourishing the mind and the body and the soul. And I want you to imagine now that there is a line that connects you to your healthy self, just like an umbilical cord attached at the belly button between you now and the healthy you. And that healthy you is vibrant, energized, healthy and happy, in the size and shape that's natural for you. And you can feel her essence pouring into you from that line, from that connection, from belly button to belly button, just like an umbilical cord. And you can't stop the flow now, no matter what you do. Those thoughts, if any of those thoughts that come up that keep you stuck in that unhealthy state, that healthy you is just too strong. They take over, and that energy pours through that umbilical cord and into you. It's just this train that you now cannot stop as it hurtles forward into this healthy, vibrant life, that one that you dreamed of. Feel that healthy part of you now. And I want you to imagine that connection being so strong it can't be broken. And I want you to imagine trying to break it, but it's just like that rubbery umbilical cord. You cannot break that. It stretches, it bends, but it can't break. It can't disconnect now. That healthy part of you is connected to you for life. Just like your twin, you're connected now. And you can feel this healthy part of you each and every day. In fact, as you go about your day and you feel that feeling in the stomach, those pangs, those are the moments when that healthy part of you that's connected by that umbilical cord, that energy, when you feel those pangs, that healthy part of you, that's the message of that healthy part of you coming out, getting stronger, taking over in that moment. They're signs that they're there, always connected, getting stronger and stronger. And with each and every pang, those feelings that you get in the stomach, sometimes 3 times a day, sometimes more, is that healthy part of you coming out, getting stronger, sending you more and more and more health each and every time you get that little pang, that little reminder 3 times a day that you are this healthy, glowing, beautiful creature. You are magnificent. That healthy, magnificent part of you just gets stronger and stronger, more and more vibrant, until it's pouring out of your essence, out of your pores. Take a moment to feel all those beautiful feelings of that healthy part of you that's with you all the time, connecting you with you, supporting you in your magnificence. Always telling you, I'm worth it. I'm worthy. I love me. I love and accept myself. I love my lumps and my bumps. I love everything that makes me, me. I love feeding myself nutrition. That healthy part of you is there. They're your cheerleader, cheering you on every day. Bask in that beautiful feeling and knowing that you have this twin with you always now, cheering you on every day, with you, supporting you, caring for you each and every day. And isn't that nice? Giving you back your love. And all the love that you send out into the universe travels around the universe and comes back to you. It comes back to you threefold. So as you allow all those images and feelings to just fade into the mind and the body, I want you to imagine now grabbing a great big ball of your love. Imagine grabbing that beautiful feeling of your love and sending it out like a light beam from your heart out around the world and to everyone on this session, either now or in the future. Send your beautiful love and joy all the way out around the world, out into the universe, because you have that much love. And as it travels around the world, it comes all the way back to you 3 times more powerful. And I want you to imagine that coming back and feeling that love coming back into your heart now. As it spreads up around the body, right down deep into every quantum particle, that beautiful feeling of love, unconditional love pouring into you right now. That's what it feels like to be loved by you. That is your own heart. And doesn't that feel so beautiful and special? And allow that feeling to just soak down deep into every system, cell, and organ, down into every quantum particle. Knowing all that love that you send out every day to everybody you love and care comes back to you threefold. You can go ahead and relax now into that glory that you are, relaxing into that love, feeling that beautiful feeling of what it's like to be loved by you, and how special and lucky you are, and everyone around you that feels that beautiful, precious heart. And tonight, when you go to bed at a time that is right and natural for you, any dreams that you'll have will be of a learning nature and positive. And when you wake in the morning, you'll awaken knowing something's changed. And you'll be surprised that this beautiful, deep feeling of love and that connection to that healthy you is so strong. You'll be so surprised. You can't wait to tell everybody how you're feeling and reinforce over and over that healthy you is now so alive. And you'll look forward to whatever it is you're going to do for the rest of the day, because you know that today and every day is the first day of the rest of your life, and every day, in every way, it gets better and better. Every day, in every way, it gets better and better. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I say 5, your eyes will be wide open, wide awake, fully aware, back in the room, feeling that strong connection with the most healthiest you and the love and joy in your heart. 1, the feeling now comes back up through the feet, rises up into the body as you're becoming just a little bit more aware of yourself and the energy. And 2, feeling all that love radiating through the body as you're becoming more aware and bringing that all up with you. And 3, feeling that healthy you coming right up to the surface with you. You can feel the radiating energy of that healthy you coming up right up to the surface with you, bringing that joy and energy and that zest for love of self and health, and for feeling all the energy return to the system, cells, and organs as you're becoming more aware of the room, yourself, and the surroundings. Feeling that healthy you is right there with you, being your biggest cheerleader. And 5, eyes wide open, wide awake, fully aware, back in the room, feeling your love and that healthy part of you so strong now. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're back with me. Take your time. As usual, I want to give you some after hypnosis self-care. So take your time tonight and just relax into this beautiful feeling. Make the most of how you're feeling right now. Drink some water, because if we've got any toxins that need to be released or were released during that session as we rang out all that stress, the water is really going to help move that through the body, and we want to do that. We want to gently move that through, and water will do that. Try to avoid any stimulants tonight, or anything that's really kind of heavy to watch. We've talked before about like maybe lighting some candles and have some beautiful smells. And what smells do is they really can anchor a feeling with you. So after you listen to all these sessions, if you light a certain candle or you have that candle on when you have the session, when you smell that smell again, it should take you back to this beautiful, deep, relaxing place. Now, when you wake up and you're orientated yourself, I'd love to hear how you're feeling, whether you can really feel that healthy part of you, whether you remember any of that. Just leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know. I would love to hear how you're feeling right now. If you're watching on replay, do leave a comment. I answer all the comments. I do read them all and I answer them all. I'd love to hear how you are feeling after these sessions, and also that helps me and guides me and to know what it is that works for you and all things that I need to maybe do more of, or certain feelings that you're getting afterwards, and I know what connects with you, because this is ultimately for you. So yes, do let me know in the comments how you're feeling. If you're listening on replay or if you're listening live, let me know. And, thank you for giving me your time and allowing me into your hearts today to help you make a change or feel better, and give yourself some love. Also, like I said in the comments, join our private group. We've got a stack of stuff coming up. We have got the 5-day mindset reset challenge that I would love for everybody to be a part of. It's going to be fun, and we just have such a beautiful group of people in that group. I just find everybody just so lovely, and you will just love being part of the family. It does feel like a family to me. Now, like I said, early night is another suggestion for tonight. Have an early night if you can, and just allow yourself to be in the moment and enjoy those feelings. And Leanne, you're saying that it was awful. You're feeling awesome. You're feeling much better. That's great. I'm so glad you are. And just as we got started, there was another message in there that you'd like to, someone posted, like to eat less junk food and a wide range of healthy food. So I ended up moving the session. We did de-stress like it was suggested, but I also put in there that connection to the healthy part of you. So if you remember any of that, you remember those feelings, just allow your mind to go there and wander there for the rest of the night, and tomorrow when you wake up, and ongoing, and come back and listen to the session every night until next week. We're also in the private group for the next 2 nights as well. We're doing a watch party on some of the Food Matters movies, Transcendent 1 and 2. So if you'd like to join our private group, come and join, and then you can join the watch party as we watch that together. And then we pull apart what we got out of it at the end of it as well. So that's on tomorrow and Friday, and then the challenges start and all the exciting things are coming really soon. Now, if anybody needs some help specifically, you're not sure where to start, you're stuck, you're feeling like, these sessions are great, but you just want something a little bit more, but you're not quite sure how to go about it, do book a strategy session with me. I do them for free. And then we talk through what you're experiencing, and I can give you some guidance on where to start and how to get started. So, and what to do, what steps to take, anything that I kind of notice, if there's a pattern or whatever. And I give some tips that you can go away and take action on. So I'm going to pop that link in the private group as well. I love doing these because I get to speak to you as well. So you can just grab that link, click on the link, book in a session with me. They're free. They go for about 45 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer if I feel like you need it. And then we'll just discuss what it is that you're struggling with, and I'll give you some advice. So I will leave you to enjoy this beautiful feeling and relaxing yourself for the rest of the night. I'd love to see you in the private group or book a session with me. So I'll leave you for tonight. Enjoy, and I will see you next week, or I'll see you in the private group tomorrow. Bye for now.